Welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and this is a general reading for all signs for today, the 11th of January, 2024. We are streaming on live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Jennifer, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Delene. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you so much, Delene. And thank you to everybody for joining us today. If you're watching on a restream on YouTube, you can fast forward through all my shuffling if you don't want to watch it by using the timestamps in the video description. This is the Golden Tarot by Liz Dean, and that's my deck du jour. And I'm going to purify with this Alvarez Gomez Agua de Colonia Concentrada, and it's a beautiful traditional Spanish eau de cologne. 3 sprays in this room is more than sufficient. You can find the links to purchase these products right in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. Like I said, this is a general reading, so that means it's going out to a lot of people. So if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you personally, just disregard it because it may not be your reading. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. You can find the most recent restreams of all my tarot readings right on the website at arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right in the main menu. Excuse me. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch, and you can watch on Twitch if you subscribe to us there. We do have a shop. That's an affiliate store, and you can find it by going to arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com, and we are going to be giving that a nice facelift in the next couple of weeks, but please do visit it. In the meantime, there are a lot of affiliate links in there, and that means that when you click on those links and buy anything, we just make a nice little tiny but helpful commission. So we appreciate your support. All right, this is feeling pretty darn shuffled here. Let's see. Maybe 2 more times ought to do it. Then I'll give this deck a cut and then see what's in the cards for everybody today. The 11th of January, 2024. I haven't done that too much this year yet. Forgetting the year change. Knight of Swords. Excuse me. King of Swords. Yikes. And King of Wands. Yeah, you want that. Let's lean to the King of Wands. Let's focus on our passions, not on our grievances today. Look at these guys in cahoots with each other. The Knight of Swords is you being wound up and upset by other people or pulled into drama by other people. Remember that knights are helpers. Swords are conflict. So this is you letting yourself get helped into conflict, and that's the kind of help you don't want. The King of Swords is you just not caring about it. Just, regardless of, sometimes the King of Swords is just a bully and a meanie. Sometimes, but it always comes from fear. It's a reaction to fear. And rather than trying to look outside of the fear, what we do is we double down on being right about things, even when we don't think we're doing that. Especially if we have this perception of ourselves that we're spiritual, so we don't do that anymore. It's really important not to let our ego convince us that we're so spiritual that we don't do it anymore while we're doing it. Because it's just a game that we allow ourselves to play. So just notice that this cycle here is based on focusing on the past and also focusing on fear and things that that you think only warrant this kind of whatever this kind of conflict is. Like I said, for some of you, the conflict is fighting and arguing, but for a lot of you, the conflict is internal and it's fear, and it's focusing your attention on the externals, feeling powerless, and so then you got to dig your heels in to try to make yourself feel more powerful and not so vulnerable. Oh, it's just so common, and it's so easy to get sucked into, but it's fatiguing. It's fatiguing, and there's a way out. it's to look toward the future. It's to look ahead and say, well, regardless of all of this, even if all of this is true, even if all of these horrible things are happening, even if everything is, going to hell in a handbasket, even if there's no hope whatsoever and all we have is this bleakness, what do I want? What does make me happy? What is my passion? What is my life's work? Because that's the whole idea of the ego, is to pull you away from your life's work by somehow either making it insignificant and minimizing it, or somehow making you believe that it's not good, or somehow making you believe that you don't have time for that because you've got more important things to do, right? Just really look at how good the ego is at convincing us to just put the things that are the most important to us on the back burner, because this is what's important. Whatever this conflict is, whatever this fear is, whatever these problems are. And just be aware of that, and just, you get to choose. You don't have to agree with that. We believe that if there's a thought, if there's a pull, if there's a fearful emotion, whatever it is, if we have those thoughts in our head, we believe that we have to follow them. But you don't. The ego doesn't want you to know that, by the way. The only way the ego has power is if you agree. But you could just as easily, if you decided to, say, well, there is that, and there's also this over here. This is my life's work. This is why I came here. This is what I love to do. This is what's important to me, not this. Right? And you can choose. You can choose to really pivot, to really reorient yourself. And I'll give you a secret. When you're involved with all of this, the sky is falling and everything's bad, and I have to, I really have to be a jerk sometimes because that's the only way I can get my way, or whatever this is, however it manifests for you. Everybody's different, but all of this sword, conflict, robbing your attention, fatiguing you, that pulls you into more of the same. But when you focus on your life's work, when you focus on what makes you happy, when you focus on the passions in life, regardless of the ego telling you, no, danger, you can't go for your dreams. You can't go for the things that you love. You can't do that. No, it's scary. It's dangerous. You're going to kill yourself. When you don't listen to that and you do follow your dreams, the universe sends you everything you need to accomplish them, one step at a time. But you have to choose. You have to choose. You have to make that definite choice that you're going to commit to the divine design of your life. You're going to commit to your life's path. You're going to commit to your passions and the things that are important to you over all of this conflict. You have to make those very clear-cut decisions for yourself. And you can even decide out loud. No wonder the King of Swords is so upset. Look at this. Because you're destined to win. You're destined to overcome. You're destined to have all of the parts of your life's path that you're so passionate about really work out for you. So it's not the destination that's in question here. It's how easily distracted from the path to that destination you're willing to be. How much delay do you want? And the King of Swords is not happy because there is this tower experience happening here today. And the tower, the King of Swords, since it's there, the King of Swords is trying to convince you that the tower is because of your life's work, or because you're following your heart, or because you're following your dreams, or because you're doing what you want to do. When in reality, the tower's there to destroy the King of Swords. Right? But the King of Swords wants you to give him harbor, wants you to protect him. So the only way it knows how to do that, the only way the ego knows how to do that is to get you all upset, is to get you all afraid. And just say, no, don't follow that path. Don't follow that path. Well, if you follow that path, the King of Swords eventually has to be destroyed and everything that comes along with it, so that you can follow that path of that King of Wands and have your victory. Have your winning, have all that winning. Look at all this winning. financial prosperity, and overcoming whatever these conflicts are, and really moving forward victoriously on that path of where that King of Wands is leading you. Remember, that King of Wands is all of the things you're good at, all of the reasons why you seem to be here. There's no mistake that you're good at this and that and the other thing, but King of Swords wants to minimize all that, saying, oh, it's not that important, and you're not as good as you think you are, and even if you are that good, and even if you do follow that path, it's all going to be horrible, and it's dangerous, and people are going to laugh at you, or whatever, right? And that's not true. So stop questioning yourself, and stop listening to the King of Swords, and let that tower annihilate it. You don't really have to do anything except for get out of it. You don't have to do anything except for get out of the tower. You want to be out of the tower, meaning stop listening to and being directed by your fears, and start really going for the things that you want, the things that are true for you. Now, a lot of times people hear that and they say, well, I don't know how to do that. How am I supposed to do that? I'll tell you how to do that. One step at a time. There's always one little step you can take on the path toward what your life's goals are, toward what your life's purpose is. So, if you just love to write, that's your thing, and you just really want to write a book, you could write a half a page, right? You could do an outline. You could do something. You could make one tiny little step. There's nobody stopping you. It doesn't cost you any money to do that, right? Instead of listening to, oh no, you can't do that, from these inner fears, and this inner bully is basically what this is, bullying you. See, look how bad everything is. See, you're going to burn. You're going to be homeless. Whatever your inner dialogue is. So you want that tower right now, because the tower removes those dangerous structures in your life that are ready to topple, that are not safe for people to inhabit. And they're not safe for you to inhabit either. But those are the realm of this King of Swords. And so you want that destruction right now. So you let go of your attachment to these fears. You stop listening to all your fears. You stop being hooked and pulled in to weird conversations or bad news broadcasts or whatever it is that hooks you. And recognize that your goal here is to move into your life's work and let all of this other stuff collapse. And it'll be a good thing. And a lot of this this financial stuff that many of you are going through, the promise here with this Ace of Coins in your past is that seed has already been planted for you to have everything that you need. That's already been planted. Now you have to get away, you have to weed the garden, basically. But the good news is with this Tower card is that you've got people for that. You don't have to go in and weed the garden so much. You have to just pull back away from interacting with all of these inner fears and stop listening to them. How do you do that? By pivoting onto what you do want to do. Really focusing on that. Even if you make lists of what you would love. Make lists of the things that you want to do. Focus on that instead of getting hooked into all of this inner bulliness that's going on. Let that tower help you. Let that tower collapse all of that. And it might be a little scary here and there when you see things collapse. It's okay. You're safe. You're on the road to success. You're on the road to freedom and happiness and joy and prosperity. And that prosperity is going to be coming out of nowhere too, because you've planted those seeds already. So you're doing really well. Don't buy into the inner fears today. They're not real. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I will be with you for another reading tomorrow. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Delene and Jennifer, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Blessed be.